Hey guys, it's Eric. Just wanted to talk to you guys real quickly about something that I've kind of come to realize in the last couple of days, something that I've started doing a little bit different. I've been going through a lot of, for lack of a better word, changes lately, trying to grow my mental health, trying to grow my physical health, trying to change my mindset, trying to put myself in a better, more positive place, and taking care of myself so that I can take care of others better. In the process of this goal, I push through a lot of boundaries and I confront a lot of things that are uncomfortable. And recently, the one thing I've been pushing through is dealing with adversity and my own mindset. So what does that mean? I have been lately, anytime there's something that I don't want to do or don't think I can do, I've started forcing myself to do those things. So, to give you an example, I just got done about 15 minutes ago doing my George St. Pierre Rush Fit workout. Really intense, really tired, and in this particular module, they were having us do isometric exercises between rounds. So they're five-minute rounds, just like in a UFC fight. At the end of this particular workout, between rounds, which is a 1-minute break, you were supposed to do 4 squats with a kick and then 4 push-ups. Push-ups for me are hard. At least that's what I've been telling myself. They're hard, and I struggle with them, and I'm big, and I'm heavy. 300 pounds, doing push-ups is a lot harder than being 150 pounds and doing push-ups. Okay, so there's my reasoning. But today, I got done with the workout. I was tired. I'm laying on the ground. I'm telling myself, oh, good job. You did a good workout. You really pushed yourself today. And then I look up and there's George St. Pierre and his other exercise people, and they're doing these squat kicks and these push-ups. And I'm like, man, I'm just so tired. There's no way I can do that. And then my mind kicks in and says, yeah, you can. You got to challenge that. Because you said you can't do it, you have to go do those things. So I was like, all right, I guess I got to do it. So I got up and I started doing the push-ups first because those were going to be the hardest. So I wanted to attack those first. And I'm about halfway through the push-ups, and I'm like, you know what? If they do 4, that means I can't get by with just 4 and be lazy. I have to do 5. So I managed to get 5 of them out, and it wasn't as hard as I thought once my mind was in the right place to get them done. Then I got up to do the squat kicks, and they do 4. And I said, well, if I could do 5 push-ups, maybe I can do 6 squat kicks. So I did 6 squat kicks just to push through the barrier that I can't. It's not just exercising and working out that you can apply this to. For example, I went outside to pick out the trash can today. I went to pick up the trash cans, and as I was outside, I noticed one of my neighbor's recycling bins had blown into the middle of the street. It's cold, it's super windy, it's probably 27 degrees outside. I'm in shorts, t-shirt, just got done working out, so it's soaking wet from sweat. And I noticed that this can's out there. So I grabbed my can real quick, and I was coming inside. I was literally at the door. I'm like, dang it. So, because I didn't want to do it, I forced myself to cross the street and pick up this neighbor's recycling bin and put it back on their corner so that it was not out in the middle of the street as people came through, pushing through the barriers. And it's good for the neighbors as well. So take care of yourself so you can take care of others. Push through your barriers. I was able to take care of my neighbors. Another example, just to give you a third different kind of example. Yesterday, I worked for Uber Eats, and I don't know if you want to call it spare time, but I do work for Uber Eats to make some money. And so I was out doing deliveries yesterday, and I picked up this restaurant, and I hopped in the Jeep. I drive over to the Jeep dealership, of all places, and I deliver a meal to this guy. And he walks out, and I hand him his food, and he's like, thanks so much. And he's like, where's my drink? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, man. That's they didn't give me a drink. I'm sorry, I couldn't, didn't have an answer for him. They didn't give it to me. And he was crestfallen. You can tell he was disappointed. And so I went and hopped back in the Jeep, and I'm getting ready to drive away and be like, oh, well, not my problem. They made the mistake. But then again, if it's something that you've got to push through, you run into a problem, you got to find a solution. So I hopped in the car, I drove over to the Sheetz gas station. I bought him a Coke. There were 2 options. There was a 20 ounce and there was a 40 ounce or something like that. And just to go the extra mile and again, push through, got him the bigger of the 2, went over, paid for it. It cost me like $2 235, 240, something like that. Nothing that would break the bank. And then hopped back in the car, drove over, and gave it to this guy. And he was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you came back and did that." And I said, "Well, I didn't make the mistake, but I can fix it." And that's the important thing I think we forget in our lives. We get so caught up in, hey, it's not my fault. It's somebody else's responsibility to fix it. When, sometimes those fixes are literally running across the street, buying a Coke and giving it to a guy. Changed his day. So, by taking care of yourself, you take care of others. Changed his day. There was a woman who was in the office with him when I gave him the Coke, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, that's so awesome." And it's not because I'm like, puffing myself up. It's not because I'm like, "Hey, look how cool I am for doing this." I had to change my mindset about how I dealt with problems in that moment and take care of it. And the benefit is, by taking care of my mindset, I was able to take care of others. And everybody came out of that situation feeling good. I felt good because I grew, and they felt good because they felt like somebody cared about them. And at the end of the day, it cost me $2.40. So push through those boundaries you have in your head. Anytime you tell yourself that there's something you can't do or don't want to do, or you're too tired to do, use that as a trigger to say, "You know what, now I have to do it." But it's rewiring your brain every time you push through those boundaries. Every time you have something you don't want to do that you do anyway. Number one, you prove to yourself that you can do it. Number two, you start rewiring your brain, creating new pathways in your brain that tell you that you can do things that you couldn't do in the past. And so you start reprogramming yourself minute by minute, decision by decision, to become a better person. And at the end of the day, I keep on saying it, the more you help yourself, the more you can help others. So the more that you're healthy and mentally, physically strong, the better you're going to be able to take care of those people who are around you. So that's what I've got for today. It's a big lesson that I've been learning. It's not an easy one, but that's okay, because if it's not easy, that means I've got to do it. So here we go. Thank you guys so much for listening. I will catch up with y'all later. Have a great day.